this next match. With any further ado, I say let's go get into it. It's the last match, Kings of Urban versus VindicatorGG. With the commentary is going to be Wavepunk and Lawler. Take it away, guys.
It's been a crazy day of Rocket League here at the RLCS Week 2, but I think my favorite part is the way that VindicatorGG logo lines up right behind Carpet's head to give him a
It's like he's a little Viking. It's so cute.
That's cool. It was the first time we got to see that logo on set. VindicatorGG picking up Vendetta here, and they're making the switch for Lethimer and putting in Karma, so it's going to be really exciting to see how that roster plays up against KOU, a roster that has been frozen and chosen for a long time. They have not made a change in a while. It's going to be interesting to see how they play here. KOU looking very strong there against Genesis. We'll see if they can continue.
Yeah, Karma used to play for a team called XYZ, or as Xylophone Zebras, that you guys may have seen in the past. Very, very pass-heavy. She's one of those players that plays the midfield very well. Gets up, clears it out, or passes it downfield, and that actually suits Darkfire and Torment very well. Both very attack and shot-heavy players.
Right, yeah. Very good at the redirects, very good at knowing what to do with the ball that's sitting there lobbed up in the air. And Darkfire and Torment, a duo that have been playing together for a very long time, so they're trying to find that third that'll fit in really well with them. Moving this sub up to a starter. We'll see how it goes here as VindicatorGG makes their debut here in the group stages. They will be in the orange with KOU in the blue. First match set to go on DFH. Sad Jr. wins out the kickoff. Now Torment trying to pop it out of his own half. It drops down in front of the box. Sad Jr. goes to take a shot. Fireburner will finish it off. The pass plays come through for KOU.
Very quick attack by KOU as Fireburner goes up, plays that, wins the 50-50, played in the middle. Even though nobody was able to get that touch, Fireburner recovers very well, landing on all four, able to maintain that momentum and put it back in.
It only took 10 seconds for KOU to get on the board here against Vindicator. Now Sad Jr. looking to push this one up. Pops it high. Darkfire will be able to play it into the corner. He's going up to win it out, but Jacob able to get it past both Darkfire and Torment. It's down to Karma, who plays it towards the net. Now Sad Jr. over in the middle of the field. Right here, just lofted in the middle. Very few players wanting to go for this as Darkfire will finally take the shot. Fireburner clears it over to the side. Torment keeps the pressure on. It drops down. Karma looking for an opportunity. He's going to move up, get it past Sad Jr. Drops off the corner. A great setup, and Darkfire will finish tie game.
Really good pressure by Vindicator coming out to follow that up. Sad tried to play it in the corner. Didn't go cleared as far as he'd like as it plays perfectly. And there's someone on Vindicator waiting. Played easily right back in, but lots of pressure leading up to that moment.
4-17, we got a tie game here. Both teams finding a way to score within the first minute of gameplay. Now Torment pushes this one across the midfield line up to Jacob. Tries to get the dunk, but Jacob puts it off to the side. Karma goes up in the air, but will drop it down towards Darkfire, who does not get a touch he's looking for. Jacob will be able to easily finish this one off. Oh, it doesn't go in! Torment coming from the side. Fireburner keeps the pressure on, dropping another one in, but Karma's there. You gotta wonder if Jacob maybe put a little more speed on it if it would have gone in. Torment again getting it away from Sad Jr. The shot's coming in hard and strong right now from KOU, but Torment keeping him away, keeping us tied up.
Crucial saves by Torment getting in and pinching those back out. But able to hold off the pressure is so difficult, and now they have a response, but the mistake coming out from Torment, they need to be careful as KOU is going to come and apply that pressure with unconventional bumps, demos, whatever they can to get a goal.
What a pinch there by Darkfire. Redirected by KOU, and Torment now up on the wall, looking to press an advantage, put it onto the backboard, drops it down near the box. Jacob's able to get there before any Vindicator players were able to move up. Karma from the backfield now, gets it past Fireburner, towards the backboard. He's dropping into a nice spot. She's going to drop it into the box again, cleared away by Jacob. He carries this one on the wall, now pops it back out. Ball moving laterally across the field to Fireburner, who tries to put it into the corner, but Karma is there. Countered immediately by Sad Jr. Up and into the corner towards the box, cleared by Darkfire. Back to Jacob, back and forth. Teams playing kind of a midfield ping pong, mostly in the orange half at this point. Darkfire gets a nice clear and will carry this one on the wall, loses the 50-50 with Sad Jr. It moves back. Both teams playing defensively, kind of like leaving someone back at all times, but then Sad Jr. able to get it past the last one, put it in, get the lead back for KOU.
Yeah, unfortunate for Karma here. This ball gets played up, not able to get over and above as it gets played over the top of her and played back down into Sad Jr. Sad Jr. going to take an easy touch over the top and just kind of bounce that one in.
Right here at halftime, KOU able to get the lead. Game number 1. Looking to see if they can get a second win of the day. Move up to 2-1 in the standings. remain competitive for those top 4 spots as Jacob puts this one up to Fireburner. He gets in the air as well. They try to pinch it through. An excellent opportunity of a team play. Sad going to try and finish this one off. They draw out the defenders. He finds the corner, puts it in. Sad Jr. gets another one.
Exactly like you said, draw out the defenders. 2 players going in, and Torment gets a good touch, plays it up high, but way too late. Why is Torment the first one going up to contest that? Someone else on that team needs to follow up as soon as that ball gets hit out in order to make sure that that shot doesn't go in. Nobody contesting, free goal for KOU.
KOU looking very strong right now. Game number 1. So another shot comes through for Jacob. Towards the backboard, Fireburner popping this one out. Jacob is in the air, but interrupted by Torment. So he pushes it around the corner. 2 minutes left in the game. You see a nice shot there from Torment, just barely bouncing off the post. Can he finish? No, he's going to fall back. Saw the positioning from Sad and Jacob. Respected as Jacob puts this one onto the backboard. Sad up to finish, can't get an angle towards the goal and puts it wide. Fireburner just trying to bounce it off the wall, buy his teammates time as Darkfire comes screaming in here. It gets cleared by Jacob straight down and across the midfield line into the corner, sending it towards the goal. Oh my goodness, they tried to get it away, but Fireburner will push it through 4-1.
What a read by Jacob. That ball's not even on the wall yet, and he jumps up, angles his car sideways, so he can drive that down past the defender and pass it immediately. Well played by Jacob. What a great pass.
When you saw Karma there trying to zone Fireburner away from the ball, but then decides to also go to try and clear it, which loosening up on Fireburner gave him the opportunity to finish it off. Made it a 3-point game here, 1:25 left to go. Vindicator looking for some points. They gotta get more on the board. Gotta get at least 3 more just to force overtime. Sad Jr. now into the corner. Torment puts it up to midfield. Fireburner counters up to Jacob, trying to drop it, but Darkfire will be the one to get the touch. Send it to the far wall. Fireburner keeping that pressure on. KOU looking very strong in Vindicator's half right now. The final minute of gameplay approaching. It's all up to Vindicator. Can they find the 3 goals they need? They put that one out. Still in a dangerous spot in their own box. Darkfire tries to clear it. It's up to Torment, who passes up to Darkfire. Try and send this one out in the middle. They get it past Fireburner, but Jacob is there to pop it to the far side. With 40 seconds left, every second that passes makes this one harder and harder on Vindicator to come back into this first game. At this point, 30 seconds down, 3 goals left to make up. Should probably start thinking about game number 2.
Yeah, very difficult. A lot of it seems to be that KOU is spreading the ball around the field very well. They're spreading out, pacing themselves, as well as following up after the fact. But the biggest problem is they're allowed to do so. Vindicator just isn't contesting anything that KOU is doing. It just seems to be that KOU is playing at a different pace.
Right now, KOU seems to clearly just be playing for ball control, just keep it away from the Vindicator players, not allow them to have any opportunities to score. And as we hit that 1-second mark, it'll touch the ground. Game number 1 going to KOU. Vindicator looking for their first win here in game number 2. They got to change something up because KOU was just dominating that game.
Yeah, just playing at a different pace, like I mentioned, a lot faster than Vindicator is ready for. As these balls, like as soon as they came across the midfield or even on the way back, there was times that Vindicator was in position, but they just didn't anticipate or read it well enough to where then KOU is able to swing through in a typical rotation and clear it out. So if Vindicator just gets in the face a little bit more, shows a little bit more aggression, they have a chance, but they definitely need to be careful to watch that back end because you know KOU is going to punish for them if they don't.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that if they can contest a bit more, if they can just get up, force the 50-50s, not allowed to be a situation where they're going for second touch, but where they're actually kind of combining there and see if they can get it over the top and force a bit more opportunities on their side because as you're seeing right now, just great team play all over the place. 4 assists on 4 goals coming out for KOU as they manage to play as a team all the way around. And Sad Jr. actually getting some goals. We were talking earlier, the desk was talking about how his shooting percentage has been kind of abysmal. It was at like 8% or something, and he made 2 of 3 here. So stepping up there, able to work into that offensive role, really well done there by Sad.
Yeah, a lot better. Way to step up, Sad Jr. You see that these guys are coming in hot, and just by their play style alone, it just, as I've mentioned, it looks like they're playing at a different pace of game. And you see that from transition to offense to defense. It's like that pass by Jacob on the corner, like he came in at an angle. He didn't wait at all just to be like, okay, is this person going to contest? I don't even care. Whatever, I'm just going to go for it. And that's what you want to see out of a teammate who's going to be making passes. Why wait for someone to come and contest it when you can just beat them to it initially?
Game number 2 underway. We see KOU winning out this kickoff a little bit, but Torment able to send that one over the top. Karma moving up, sends a shot towards the net, saved by Jacob with the back flip. Darkfire looking to drop another opportunity in front of the net. It'll be Sad Jr. who clears it over to the side. An excellent play by Karma, forcing Jacob to make that backflip save, get up as he's facing the wrong direction. Darkfire drops another opportunity as Karma gets the demo, but Sad Jr. will clear this one away. It was a good setup there from Vindicator, but no one was in to finish and take the final shot.
Yeah, part of the reason Karma had a good demo, good opportunity to leave the net open. Unfortunately, puts him out of position, not able to capitalize, but shots like that, if they keep putting that kind of pressure on, this should be okay.
Yeah, Jacob almost put that one in himself. Darkfire's up for this one, looking for an opportunity, gets a bump onto Sad. Karma sends it towards the net, but Fireburner clears it away. Torment looking to get this one over the top of two. He does, puts it into the corner, able to bounce it off the wall. Jacob's not in position. Where is Darkfire? He moves in. Karma's in the air for this one. Can they finish? No, he carries it across the net and back into the corner. It gets around two players again. They are making KOU whiff all over the place right now, but finally Sad Jr. ends up with ball control. We'll see if KOU can push out, create some offense here.
And that's unfortunate too, because after all that pressure, it doesn't result in a net, in the ball in the net. Like after that much time, I mean, you're talking a minute, 15 seconds, and a majority of that was on the side of KOU, and they just stand strong.
Oh, and Karma taking a shot, bouncing off the post. An unlucky bounce, two unlucky bounces, bouncing straight off the post. What a crazy angle to have happened 2 times in a row. As Karma carries this one around the corner past Jacob. Fireburner able to send that one up. And Torment and Darkfire now passing it around in the corner. Sad keeps it there. Fireburner up for this one, blocked away by Karma, and it's out to midfield. Jacob keeps that pressure on Sad in to make another shot, bouncing off the post there for KOU. Finally, one finds the net as Jacob is able to put the first point on the board.
Poor Torment trying to have to watch this. Sad Jr. and Fireburner come in for a shot, and he's like, is this going to pinch? What's going to happen? So it just stays cemented. It actually works out in his favor. But that ball just immediately gets landed by and attacked again. Like, just so difficult to be in that position. Last one back. Your best bet is call for it. Hopefully someone on your team is behind you, ready to make a defense, and you can move up and make a save.
And we've seen 3 times now the ball bounce directly off the post, back out at the angle from which it came, like a complete 180-degree momentum change, which is the least likely bounce off the post. Really hard for players to predict. Gotta feel hard for Torment there, who's just trying to do his best.
Oh my gosh, this defense from KOU.
Able to clear it away as Darkfire was coming in for another shot with 2:46 left to go. Vindicator down by 1. Sad Jr. comes in again to create pressure. Torment up to Karma. Looking to pass it back to the middle, takes a shot. Jacob has to clear it again. Gets the save. Darkfire bullying Fireburner in net as Torment tries to pass one more time. Karma up in the midfield. Many more 50-50s going in favor of Vindicator in this game, giving them a good chance of tying this up, possibly taking the lead. KOU seeming a bit trapped in their own half right now as the shots just continue to come in from Vindicator. Torment looking to pass that one. Fireburner gets it over the top. Jacob puts it past Karma, and it's Darkfire. It's played over to the side. He was the last defender. Needed to get a better clear than that one. Fireburner's going to punish.
Fantastic job by Fireburner carrying that all the way through, working with Jacob down the right side of the field. Normally Fireburner is their defensive man, but even last game, every single player on KOU had 2 saves evenly across the board. Glad to see that everybody's getting involved and playing this as a team effort.
And we talked a lot, or the desk at least, talked a lot about how Fireburner is that great finisher, always coming in to clean up the goal set up for him by Sad and Jacob. You see him there doing what he does best, finding kind of the inadvertent pass from Darkfire. And a nice setup there. Jacob looking to finish it. As Darkfire gets it past 2 players. He's got it in the corner alongside Torment. It's Sad Jr. looking to set this one up. Oh, Darkfire with a great pass. Can Torment finish? He does. These guys, this duo, they play so well. Vindicator's on the board.
Sad Jr. getting a little bit caught up on the wall. Didn't know if it was going to go high or low. Ends up not being either as Darkfire follows it up very well and plays a pass over the top. Sad Jr. just staying cemented. Needs to get up and contest that. But good job by Darkfire passing that inside for a goal.
1:45 left to go. And Vindicator down by 1. As we're seeing Darkfire pass out to Torment. It's Fireburner and Sad Jr. now. Jacob is back in goal. Sad Jr. comes out from the corner, sends one towards the net. Karma sends it over to the side, but Jacob in to punish. Karma again gets the save. Heads up, clutch play. Able to clear that one away with no support. As 2 players were coming barreling in. 1:22 left to go. Still 1-point lead for KOU. Fireburner makes it a 2 as he's able to get it around Darkfire. Well done.
Yeah, Karma actually ended up taking that touch and just played it really weak to the outside. So that second shot came in. Good for her to get in front of it, but then that third one, that pressure from KOU, just non-stop. If there was a clear from Karma on that instead, might have been a different story.
1:18 left to go. KOU now up by 2. This Vindicator still finding great offensive moments of able to put lots of pressure on. Oh dear, Fireburner sends that one in. Karma, I think it might have been going in anyways, but either way, it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, definitely going in either way on that one. Just unfortunately, that touch up top, big defensive mistake from Torment, ending up to pass off that backboard and straight back down. Easy shot for KOU, going up by 3. 109 left.
We've seen lots of great offensive pressure from Vindicator, where they're able to get the ball into the blue, create lots of shot opportunities, force KOU to make defensive saves, but they're really just not able to push the shots onto net. And so even though it's been decently even as far as ball control, we're seeing KOU just be so much more effective when they're in Vindicator's half. And with a minute left, like you said, they're down by 3. Vindicator looking to be aggressive. Got to take it right now to KOU, or they're going to be on match point. Jacob drops down in front of the net. Sad Jr. puts it out for Fireburner, who sends it to the far side. Look at this shot placement. These guys are playing so well.
Everybody involved probably could have made that Sad. As there was 2 up, he had to play it just a little bit higher, but Fireburner is going to show him how it works. Plays it across field, or I should say across the post, far post on him. Very difficult to say, but still, everybody getting involved, everybody playing their part. Still, team effort on this KOU squad looking very strong as they're all warmed up, I would say, definitely after that first match.
Yeah, and the way to watch Jacob drop that one down straight in front of the left side of the goal. Sad Jr. takes a shot off the back, and then goes off the backboard, but still on the left side of the goal, and then Fireburner able to send it to the far side. Great shot placement, not where the goalie's going to be expecting it. They're up by 4. Looking for an opportunity here as Vindicator might be able to put one more on the board, get a consolatory goal, morale booster with 14 seconds remaining. If they can just push this one through, it'd be good.
Now, for those that didn't see what Sad Jr. just did there, the way he angled his car, when he jumps off the wall boosting like that, he moved his car slightly diagonal across the field. So when he uses that second jump, it spring loads it almost. It pushes him a little bit farther than what he's going to do. He didn't get the ball, but still, great showing of mechanical play. Just not enough to hit it. Still, looking back, Vindicator needs to get up and show some aggression, and they have been, as you mentioned. But they need to score. Like, it's just, the aggression's there.
And right now we're seeing them make some good, solid defensive moves, but like you said, there was a couple times you called it out where they just didn't quite get a strong enough clear, and Fireburner has been right there every time just to slam it into the net.
They've been, Kings of Urban have been very efficient, I would say. Like, the ball goes on the other side of the field, they're like, all right, 1, 2, 3, done. Okay.
Right.
Kickoff, let's go.
And there was at least 2 goals where it was like as the ball crosses the line, they just wait for the first touch on the side of Vindicator. It's not a solid touch, and Fireburner getting himself 4 goals here, able just to finish one after the other off there. All 4 of those goals being assisted of the 5 goals. They had 4 assists on 5 goals. But yeah, they're just very, very solid, well-rounded team coming out right now on the side of KOU. Vindicator, they stepped up on the aggression. Now they just need to be able to finish, to capitalize on the offense.
Right. And Vindicator actually had more shots on net than KOU. Only by 1, but still, it was 11-10. I'm pretty sure if I could do math.
Yeah.
Good.
You got it.
I did it. Yes, NA math. We did it, guys. But yeah, so 11-10. So they had more shots, just those shots were never followed up. And that's the difference is those shots that are being calculated for KOU, part of it is definitely because of the follow-up. It's an easy goal. It's an easy shot.
Right.
But that's why they're playing so well is it's just that 1-2 punch we kind of talk about where, okay, shot goes off, bounces off, and gets hit. And a lot of those are due to just pure laziness, to be completely honest. Like, there's 2 people looking at it. Torment made the initial save. Someone go up and follow it up and hit it out, and it's just not happening.
Right, and it can easily also, maybe if it's not laziness, it's just confusion of who should go up for this. Look at this 1-2 play coming in through again. Jacob not able to finish that one off, but they come out immediately swinging out of the gates as they are up 2 games in the series. If they win this one, we will have another 3-0 sweep for the day as KOU looking to finish off Vindicator immediately. Is Karma able to play that one into the corner? Follow up her own setup, looking for an opportunity to try and get it. Nice read there, dropping it towards the box, but Jacob will clear it away.
Great clear, and then even better follow-up, pinching it off the wall to play it back inside. Very well done, and it applies pressure. This is the Vindicator pressure we're talking about. Now, instead of letting this clear out, play it back in with a big clear, follow it up, and put some pressure on this KO team. Make them crumble.
4:12 left to go. Ball doing laps around the field as Torment will get demoed in the midfield. Respawn in the corner. Now Jacob dropping that one in a nice spot, but Darkfire will clear it away before the finish can come in. Torment, I think the Torment was expecting a pass from Darkfire, and Darkfire was expecting someone else to come up from that one. That left a lot of space for KOU to move up and turn this back into offense. Now it's Fireburner in the corner. Get a nice setup there around Torment. Darkfire will carry it across the goal. It's up to Karma, who puts it back in the midfield. They're just moving it laterally, which that lateral movement on defense is great for helping keep the offense from knowing what to do with the ball, because they try to get set up on one side, then they go over to the other. But at this point, it's seeing Vindicator back up on offense. 3:30 left to go, and no team has scored yet. Vindicator, if they could get that first point on the board, it'd be a great start to coming back into this series.
Yeah, they play that really well on defense, like you said, moving laterally. That misdirection makes it very difficult for that prediction, and that moment where you see KOU strive so well. Like, they've been predicting and just pretty much outplaying Vindicator, but Vindicator's starting to step it up. You see the way they're moving on the field. The passes coming out, and passes like that.
Yes. Oh, man, we've talked about this pair so many times. These guys are great.
Yeah, Darkfire and Torment, unbelievable play. Bounces that off the wall, and just a good flick to beat that last defender back. And then still, Jacob in a very rough spot. Unless he's back further in the goal to come out and then make a save on it, even still, all of the power and the ability to place the shot is going to lie in the hands of Vindicator.
Took them 2 minutes to get first blood on the board, but Vindicator is up in this game. They can pull off the win here. They've got to pull off a reverse sweep on KOU if they want the win in the series. But it's been done before. Sad and Jacob, though, are getting it through the back line, taking the shot, putting it in, making it a tie game.
Sad and Jacob showing that they've got a little bit of their own duo coming through. Sad plays that over the side of the wall, up on that corner, and then doesn't touch the wall or the ground. He boosts all the way through to get a second touch, and then plays that downfield for Jacob. Great skill coming out from Sad Jr.
2:48 on the clock. Just as we saw Vindicator get the lead, KOU tie it back up here before halftime. Up to midfield as Darkfire takes a shot onto the backboard. Sad Jr. will drop it across the way. Karma in the back as Torment will bounce it off of her over and across the midfield line. Sad Jr., the only player in the vicinity, will be able to put it up on the backboard. A nice setup from Jacob. Cleared away by Darkfire. All the way into the corner. It rolls up high. Torment's in the air for this one to try and push it away. But Jacob getting a nice demo on that Vindicator player in the midfield will relieve some space. They have to fall back onto defense.
Yeah, that's something we see out of KOU very often. As soon as they get a touch, a play, a shot, whatever, they look in space and see, what can I get? What can I do to make an annoyance? Can I steal their boost? Can I demo them? What can I do? Showing why it's so important.
Oh, Torment found a hole. They've been able to get through the back line, find a breakaway, and there's the lead back for Vindicator.
Yeah, Fireburner actually was trying to go for that aerial. If he would have got an extra touch, it might have helped, but still, it would have settled down probably in favor of Vindicator. And Torment, like you said, found a hole in the defense.
1:59 left to go, and Vindicator has found the lead here in game number 3. See if KOU is able to respond. Karma drops that one in front of the box. Fireburner touches it enough to keep Darkfire from moving in on it. But Torment now, creating pressure. Tries to pinch it through. Jacob will send it back out to midfield. Darkfire falls back, lets Karma take a shot towards the net, goes wide. Gets tangled up with Torment. Up in the blue. Jacob almost scores an own goal. I think he was definitely trying to pitch it away, but Fireburner got the save before Darkfire could send it in. Sad now trying to clear it away as Torment keeps this pressure on. Vindicator starting to heat up here in the end of game number 3. They've got the lead, and they're just trying to hold on through offensive pressure.
Yeah, you can definitely see in that pressure the way that you're contesting. We mentioned how important 50-50s were, and just the sheer amount of aggression coming out with that play. And they're matching very well against KOU. Just plays like that, normally we saw where KOU was kind of pressuring with them. Just not doing it anymore.
It was a great play by Karma to juke out Fireburner, but Sad in net would not be fooled. Was able to get it through. Put it back out to midfield. Now Jacob watching to pass this to himself off the backboard. Darkfire pops this one high. Torment will look to push it away. The demo to Jacob in the backfield from Karma actually will leave Jacob to spawn back on his own half. Will relieve any opportunity of a breakaway for Vindicator, but right now, final minute of gameplay. They lead by 1. If they can pull off the win here, they force a game 4. It's Karma and Darkfire looking to push this one out. They get it past 2. There's no one in the backfield. Karma sends this one into the net. There we go. 2-point game for Vindicator.
Good patience coming out from Vindicator. You see both teammates willing to let their sub, now full-time roster player Karma, come out and play. As she takes that patiently, waits for the moment, flicks it over the top, easy to beat, one-on-one, brings it downfield, gets a goal. Putting them up by 3, or putting them up by 2, 3-1 in the series.
They've done it a couple times to KOU. Found a way through the back line. Fireburner dropping that one towards the net, but Torment will clear it away. And Fireburner, this KOU roster, sometimes being a little bit overly aggressive, missing touches that put them out of position, and leaving their back line completely wide open. With 12 seconds left, they're looking to put one more on the board and maybe get something off of kickoff, but it's back out to midfield. Sad Jr. doesn't get the touch in the midair. Vindicator all too happy to let this ball just sit on the ground. It's hit that 1 second mark. Game 3 will go to Vindicator by a 2-goal margin. Well done there. And we're going to Game 4.
Yeah, good to see out of Vindicator really responding well. It just shows like there was a couple times there was unconventional. KOU just seemed to fall apart a little bit, but Vindicator doing a good job of capitalizing on it. Some of the things like they didn't pressure as well as they were in a couple of the first early sets, and because of that, like, okay, wide open shot, let's not take, or let's take it. Fireburner's way up front, like you said. You talked about how sometimes he does come off that defensive line in the back that we know him for, and it was wide open, one-on-one. As soon as you beat him. Playing a little cocky, actually.
Yeah, when a team like KOU that plays as aggressive and as chaotic as KOU plays, when a player goes up and misses an aerial, or especially when it's very high, because that draws him out so far out of the rotation, he's going to be lofted in the air all the way. He's going to land very deep in enemy territory. That sort of play will just open up so much space, and if Vindicator can recognize those moments when they happen and push up, they're going to see what will happen in this game, where they're able to get goals completely uncontested, taking the win, and keeping themselves alive in the series.
Right, they have to get 2 more, and that's a very tough feat to get. Sure. But it is possible. They just showed here like the amount of pressure and the amount of saves that they had. I mean, they're only 1 save ahead, 4 to 3. But the big thing that I noticed was as soon as the ball was coming out, you saw Karma or whoever it was on that left side. Ball gets played out, and then a big clear out. Gets contested. Doesn't matter. I'm going to follow and make sure it goes downfield. So getting the clears that they weren't in the first 2 games really helped them out. It just relieves some of that pressure, allows them to get their boost, rotate around, and kind of poise up and just make a good play.
A freak thunderstorm has broken out on Manfield in the last minute. Game 4 set to get underway here. It's KOU looking to finish this one off. Vindicator looking to claw their way back into it. See if they can force a Game 5. Darkfire sets that one up as Torment puts it onto the backboard. Darkfire up in the air. We'll send it over to the side. Torment back into the middle. Excellent touches there on the side of Vindicator. Karma keeps that pressure on. Finally, a 50-50 goes in favor of KOU out to midfield, but nobody moved up with Jacob. That whiff there from Darkfire in the midfield was a breath of fresh air there for KOU. That would have easily just been more pressure. They keep this one on. They've managed to transition this one into offense. Sad Jr. trying to get the touch. Gets bumped away, and Torment sends one towards the goal. Cleared to the corner by Jacob. Back and forth between these teams. Both teams with chances for aggression, but we're still scoreless here.
Yeah, great bump actually, too. Darkfire getting involved with that one, just bumps him out of the way and changes the momentum as he was ready to clear that out. But a touch like that by Torment needs to be careful because KOU is going to be there to pounce on it.
Sad Jr. in the midfield loses the 50-50 to Darkfire. So Karma sends it over to the side. Torment gets red so hard there by Fireburner, who keeps the pressure on. Now Torment out to midfield for Darkfire, who sends one over the top of Sad. Wide of the goal, but into the corner. Contention from Karma sets it back to midfield. Torment knew Fireburner was going to get there first, and so he falls onto the back lines. Let's Darkfire try to clear this from the corner. Now moves across the goal. Nobody taking a shot yet from the side of KOU. Jacob sets that one out to midfield. Fireburner is there and misses an open goal. A rare miss there from Fireburner. He's so good at finishing those.
Yeah, that's kind of the saving grace for Vindicator. That should have been in the net. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But still, the rotation's coming out, able to cover it now. But expect the pressure from KOU to stay persistent.
Karma pushing that one up to midfield. Fireburner gets it over the top and back into the orange. Jacob sending one towards the net. Darkfire over to the side. Torment and Karma. The 1-2 pass to send it up to midfield. Torment will put it onto the backboard. He's looking for an opportunity to zone out Sad Jr., who still gets the save. Karma can't get it through. Sad continuing to juke out all 3 players. Put that ball to the back line. Jacob puts it just in front of the net. Nobody there. Sad couldn't get the shot.
Yeah, Sad actually went for a bump instead of a shot. He did such a good job reading both of those and keeping it on offense. But still, that ball coming across, he went for the bump and assumed Fireburner was going to take it. Misform of communication. Otherwise, very well played out. Still pressure on for KOU.
Both teams are aggressively going for the enemy goalie. We just saw Darkfire in the net as well.
Another read by Sad.
Continuing to play this one out. Darkfire now setting that one up right in front of Fireburner. Both teams playing aggressive. We're seeing Vindicator maybe start to adjust to the way KOU plays, being like, hey, you want to bump us, you want to demo us? We can do that too. Able to create this game. It's still very even in game number 4. We're crossed halftime, and nobody has found the net of their opponent just yet. Darkfire dropping that one towards the goal, and Jacob will clear it over to Fireburner. Darkfire is up, but can't get a touch as Sad Jr. keeps in the corner. Karma gets it around 2. Loses the 50-50 with Jacob, but Torment is up and will keep the pressure on. Sad Jr. in the corner alone, clears it very high. Nice hard clears from Sad, contested by Karma into the corner. And now Darkfire putting it out to the middle. It's Torment who's in the air first and will cross the midfield line. Darkfire almost had the touch, but loses out to Fireburner. Both teams just so back and forth right now. There's so much pressure. We'll see the teams break out, but immediately get countered by the positioning of the defense of their opponents. And with 1:19 left to go, we still have yet to see a goal.
Yeah, VindicatorGG doing a much better job this game contesting those high aerials. You've seen almost every single one out of the past 5. Someone is being met up. There's another one just not able to get it to it. But because of that, it's allowing these teammates, after that bounce comes off, like you said, position afterwards, a big clear. I'm going to wait for it and clear it right back in. So good job on both sides of the field, making sure to read these opponents and keep this even.
50 seconds left in the game, and we're still scoreless. First team to be able to break through the defense of the other. Most likely take the win here. Jacob setting that one out for Fireburner. No one at home on defense. Fireburner had fallen so far back. It's going to leave it for Vindicator. An opportunity here. Important contention from Darkfire in the corner. Keeps it away. 30 seconds remaining. Sad looking to drop this one in. A nice setup, and Fireburner will finish that one. He doesn't miss twice. That's KOU with the lead.
Fireburner so patient. Just watching Sad Jr. and Jacob do their jobs as that pass put inside, then off the backboard. It draws one up, the other one below, just doesn't know how to read it. Fireburner sweeps in and takes the goal. 27 seconds left. Vindicator on their last life.
Vindicator, they have to score. They've spent 4.5 minutes trying to push it in, and now they've only got 30 seconds to work with. They've drawn out Jacob, sending it over to the side. Darkfire gets it past Fireburner. He's got his teammates very aggressively positioned, but Jacob gets it over the top of 2. Torment falling back as quickly as he can to try, see if he can create a counterplay immediately. Sends it over, but loses the 50-50, and Sad sends it straight into the middle of the net. 2 points in 5 seconds. KOU looking strong.
Yeah, Torment trying to clear that a little bit farther outside. Darkfire trying to help him out, just not able to get to that 50-50, like you said, in time. And Sad Jr. puts that on net. Kind of securing this victory, unfortunate. Still possible. They're going to have to get a kickoff goal like immediately, though.
Yeah, with that one going and lofting so high into the air, losing so much time to it, it's going to be KOU taking the series in 4 games, but Vindicator stepping up every game, looking stronger and stronger, forcing KOU to play very aggressive, and only getting that first goal with 30 seconds remaining in the game. Well done by Vindicator.
Yeah, really battled it out in that last match there. After they started getting comfortable with how they played, they recognized KOU's play style. We talk about how mid-game adaptations are so important. Sometimes they just don't happen that quick. It takes time to develop a play style while you're also pressuring and being played.
Correct.
So good job by them. You know, they really came out, contested those 50-50s a lot better. The aggression started to come together. Just a couple mistakes at the end. They fell short.
Yeah, and both teams really kind of slowing it down in that last match. You know, KOU being like, all right, we don't want to throw this. We want to be able to finish this one off.
Right.
And seeing Vindicator be like, let's play efficiently. Let's play smart. Only 12 shots coming out during that game where we saw 21 in the game before. There's both teams really slowing it down and playing that defensive game. But, man, what a match to end week number 2 of North American League play. Well done by KOU, and we'll be sending it back over to the desk where Axel Toss and the boys have lots to say about that one. Axel Toss, back to you.
Thank you, Wavepunk and Lawler. Huge congrats to Kings of Urban. Mega week for them, getting 2 victories. Not only that, both 3-1s, taking out Genesis and then VindicatorGG. Very impressive indeed. Let's take another look at the Mobile One high performance replay to see exactly how Kings of Urban was able to close that down against Vindicator.
Yeah, Kings of Urban played a controlled game. Like, Vindicator did get a lot of shots on net, but the defense from Kings of Urban was too strong throughout the series.
It's a bit what I mentioned before this goes in. Before this started, is that sometimes Kings of Urban just makes a controlled advance on the net, and they'll just eventually keep putting shots in. They're going to keep the lead. It's not going to be too flashy, but they'll do it.
Yeah, like, I was actually surprised by the lack of shots from Kings of Urban, but the shot accuracy was on point. When they needed to score, they got the goals. As Wave was saying, like, Vindicator had a lot of chances throughout the series, but they just could not finish any of these goals, which is very unlike them because they're the highest shooting percentage team in the league.
Yeah, and then we see Karma we just saw 2 great saves by her. We're going to get to see a really good shot. She followed up with her team. There's probably a lot of pressure. As we said, this was her first time being able to play on such a large stage. First time to play in the RLCS. So even especially under the pressure, I thought she played exceptionally well.
And then Fireburner, again, like as we've been saying all day, he's the closer for Kings of Urban. He lets Sed and Jacob make the defenders miss, and then he comes in and finishes it. He did it again there. The one surprise to me was a Darkfire coming in 45% shooting, and he led the league last season as well. He scored 1 goal on 12 shots. So Kings of Urban defense was solid, not allowing the high accuracy from Vindicator, what we usually see, allow that to happen.
Yeah, super solid play from Kings of Urban, setting themselves up nicely for the season. And with that in mind, we're going to show you the results from the day from a standings perspective to see how everything looks like. Again, we are officially halfway through the season here, and we have the defending world champions, number 8, 0-3. Otherwise, pretty close in the standings, all across the board, really.
Huge day for Exodus and Kings of Urban, both getting the 2-0s. No one else got 2-0s throughout the day. Big series was the Kings of Urban versus Genesis. So Genesis is now 3-1, but Kings of Urban now hold that tiebreaker if they get that extra win. So that's something to look out for. The race for the top 2 right now looks like it's between those 3, and we'll see if maybe Take 3 or maybe Revival can bounce back and show up.
I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on Take 3. They came in week 1 and just completely dominated everyone they went up against, getting 2 victories, but then they lost twice today, putting them in an even 2-2.
Yeah.
They're a team that I think is going to be they're going to be teetering right in that spot of potentially making it in, unless they just continue to dominate, in which case it'll probably solidify a spot. They're in a good place, but they're a team I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for.
It's a really good point. We're having a lot of teams come up and show really awesome games, and then in a different week, not so awesome games. Thankfully, we have 2 more weeks to level this all out and see where it ends up. Remember, next week is the mid-season mayhem. Tomorrow is Europe. Of course, Saturdays are North America for RLCS. Sundays are all about Europe. Gentlemen, before we sign off and before we wrap up for tomorrow, any final words about the day? Ready for nap time?
Yeah, like definitely ready for a nap, but it's a crazy day in North America. There's a lot of teams that had some surprise results, but again, the old guard with like Kings of Urban and Exodus, they really showed up this week, and this was like a move-in week for them. They now show like, hey, we're here for the top 2 spots. Kings had that shaky week 1. It was a great bounce-back week for them.
I'm really just loving seeing the depth of Rocket League top-tier teams. I mean, in Season 1, there seemed to be a little split between top 4, bottom 4, but now, honestly, you can't tell. Like, I have made many horrible predictions of what I thought would have been a good prediction, and I just get completely just blindsided by a result that I was not prepared for, and I'm actually really enjoying that.
Yeah.
Seeing that all 8 teams here are just at each other's throats at any given point. A game can be just given to another team. You give one wrong slip up, and you can get the momentum. And for me, it's fantastic for the Rocket League scene.
Yeah, to be fair, like everyone has at least 1 win except for the world champions. Like that's how deep like NA is now. So it's anyone's game for at least top 6. Top 2, it seems like there's a little bit of race, but top 6, like anyone can still make playoffs and make it to the grand finals.
And that's the important point. We'll have to see if G2 eSports can turn it around. Again, North American League play will continue in 2 weeks, but again, tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. CEST, we'll be starting with some say the stronger region, but that's still to be determined. It's all about Europe as my pen rolls away. But that's going to wrap it up for this broadcast. Thank you so much for watching. On behalf of everyone here, all the commentators, everyone behind the scenes, thank you so much. And tune in tomorrow, not too long from now. Again, it's 9 a.m. Pacific, where we're going to follow Europe Week 2. See you tomorrow.